out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter, because last night after this happened, I was thinking like, fuck, like I have to talk about this. Like, people need to know that this happened. Like, how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter. So thank
yeah,
fucking
good
God
thing someone recorded it.
Myself. I don't
recorded
think that
what?
Twitch
Emmy got assaulted at TwitchCon yesterday. This guy came up and like grabbed her and kissed her, or tried to kiss her.
And even after the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today, I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact. Let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything. I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me.
Hi, chat.
Like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet, which is true. I was told that I had to do a meet and greet. But as far as I know, there's some people that canceled. Regardless, I didn't cancel. I thought it was going to be fine. So
we're watching Emmy's statement about TwitchCon after she got assaulted and Twitch just didn't care.
This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet. I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet, and then he walks up to me, and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me, but I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but in my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, because like sometimes that'll happen where you're at an event and someone will like come up to like let you know something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes they tell you like if you have like 30 minutes left.
But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal. And then he grabs my face and he leans in and lips puckered tries to kiss me, and I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security, is like nowhere near me, nowhere to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything. My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave.
He walked away.
Yeah, so then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me. My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on. My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute, and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it because like of all these people here that, you know, they're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there, and still there's no one from Twitch there. And the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he's like fucking mortified, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And again, no one from Twitch there. I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that. And he's like, no, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not like someone from Twitch or Twitch security?
Sorry, still coughing.
Anyway, so I didn't see this. This is just what my friend and my manager were telling me. The Twitch security like kind of like got together after that, and we were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha. And just like started talking about something else. So it's like, okay, that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard.
Thank you, Morty, for the prime.
I've seen clips, people bringing up clips of me talking about how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker, and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon, like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas. Anyway, that just a side note. Can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit. Like, I just want everyone to have fun.
I'm actually I'm so proud of her.
Why am I the person who has to do this? So anyway, after I'm escorted back to my hotel, I let some of my friends know. They come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know. She says, okay, my manager, I've contacted the police. They're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy. They haven't found him.
I can't believe he got away. All those people just stood around.
So
like, is that not insane?
Some point, with my friends, the officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who, by the way, she's so sweet. Like, she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends. I'm like, do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this, blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now. And then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh, I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise I don't think Twitch would have said anything. So after that, I started getting
I don't think like people would believe her. Like, I'm glad there was video evidence.
My manager comes back to me and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Yeah, Emmy's live right now. 30 days?
And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the f are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a f if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they changed it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Oh my
Also,
gosh.
Later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it, but I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying. Okay. Also another detail, sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to talk about what happened. And by then she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own, my manager, Melissa. And they showed her a photo of the guy that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards. They're like, oh yeah, here's his photo. We're like gonna find him. He still had his badge and his wristband and everything, the guy. So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard. So they also showed my manager some security footage of the area, and the guy was he was waiting for there to be a gap in security, and there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through like the 2 lanes of meet and greet people who had signed up and been like background checked for my meet and greet. He was able to just walk through because there just wasn't like consistent security there. That's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the con for the rest of the convention. Why wasn't there someone like that here already? Or like they didn't do that beforehand?
Yeah, it should have been done ahead of time.
Hello? I'm sorry. So yeah, I
swear.
I guess they know that
nothing ever happens until really someone actually gets killed.
They're flying in their Amazon's global head. And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged, okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place? Like, but I'm not just talking about yesterday, I'm talking about my security for like my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000. Some people who stream on Twitch don't even make $10,000 in a year.
Yeah, security is really expensive.
Like
private security.
If you watch the clip, the security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the f do you do?
Yeah.
No one would have known. Like, it's actually fucking insane. I'm genuinely angry.
Thank you, Allison.
Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows, worse at these conventions. And just nobody knows, because like I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets know, until there was like a viral clip. And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys, thank you. And okay, hold on, let me pull up what they wrote, because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to.
Yeah, their statement also has just lies in it. They said that they got the guy when they just clearly didn't.
The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie. That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. Okay, like, no one cares about online. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, that's true, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. You know why they said that? They only thought about that because of Melissa, my manager. She said, were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1. Well, are there +1s background checked? No. Melissa was like, okay guys, Twitch has a zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like, I'm just so tired of, I've just had so many things happen, and like, you know, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're like a creator, or like a girl creator in particular, but I just feel like I've been failed so many times, or lied to so many times. I'm always like, you know, it's okay, we'll figure it out. You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already.
Literally every single
fucking insane
woman in the creator space that I know of has had a stalker or currently has a stalker.
I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff,
and it's just such an,
it's like, well,
it's a common thing in the streaming space.
No.
And that's what made TwitchCon scary, because that's where they all go.
And like, okay, so another thought that I had was like, maybe like the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy. Maybe like, you know, they hired,
it just takes
like,
one crazy person,
so they wouldn't like, you know, lose their job or not get paid. Maybe if you guys had like, you know, actual cameras and like good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie. Like, why is it better to, or like easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello?
Improving the security would help. I'm just surprised that they didn't do it, especially with all the concerns before the event.
I saw a thing that said I was in their like top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event. Again, if that happened to me, what the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? They tweet it and like Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with them or publicly. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, I think I covered everything, and I've been a streamer on Twitch for 10 years. I attended the very first or maybe the second TwitchCon ever in 2016, 2015. Yeah, like I understand back then it was different, but I feel like I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's not. Like another thing that happened I forgot to mention. So the way that the meet and
Serpents,
greet worked is like
thank you
people
for
line up, they
5.
come through, they take a picture, then they're supposed to walk through the back and leave. There were people walking through the back trying to come up to my booth, or like, I mean, not all of them were like malicious intent, obviously. Like,
Did you guys see Leslie's
tweet? Oh shit, my picture is bad. I'm gonna go back and ask for
She
another
said
one.
that 2
And my
people
manager
got
had to be
through
the one to tell them,
security
like, oh no, you can't, like, keep moving.
without having
And
been
there was
approved
even,
ahead
like,
of time.
I think it was fucking Neon. Was able to walk
Because it's
through
something
the
you
back,
sign up
through
for,
the
I
back
think.
of my meet and greet, and was like, oh hey, like, can I come
So
say
unprofessional.
hi? And it's like, what the f***? Like, oh my god, it was just horrible. Like, there was no thought put into it at all. Are you okay though? This is gonna sound f***ed up, honestly. I'm so desensitized to stuff like that when it happens, I kind of just go into like lock-in mode. I'm like, okay, I need to just lock in and like get through this, worry about it later. So that's how I was able to finish my meet and greet. Like, my friends were telling me like, bro, if it was me, I would have been crying. You're built different for going back out there. And like I said, I was going back out there and having to apologize to people in my own line. Being like, I'm sorry you saw that. I hope you're okay. And then they of course were like, what the f***? Why are you saying that to me? But I felt like I had to because no one else was there. I really like would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because it was able to happen at all and what happened during it and the aftermath. Like,
I couldn't believe he walked away. I saw a clip of him walking out of the building. Like someone taped him, just walking freely out of the building.
5 fucking times. Thank fucking God that someone was filming and decided to post it, because if not, you know what I would be doing today? I would be so fucking stressed being like, okay, do I have to disrupt my stuff that I have planned to announce that this thing happened to me and let people know that it could happen to them? So thank fucking God for that guy. Like, thank you so much for doing that.
It's just crazy. You would think that because Amazon acquired Twitch, they would have more funds.
I saw Cutie saying, I don't really want to go to TwitchCon
to pay for better security and protection.
And everyone was saying that they were stupid or overreact. Not everyone, but a lot of people. A large portion of people were saying that. And Twitch's response to that was to be like, oh, don't worry, everyone else. We up security. I should have listened to them.
No.
Have to go to lengths like that. People were talking about how last year, Nick, NMPLOL, and Wake Wilder, got assaulted. A guy literally walked up to Nick on stream and licked his nipple, which again, if that wasn't filmed on stream, would anything have been done? I don't fucking know. And
That's
they didn't even make like an official announcement about it. They didn't reach out to Nick, as far as I know. He was saying that last year. So if they did reach out to him, it was way after the con. It's just sad, the world that we live in now. Like, to me, I don't even think of myself as like someone that needs to be protected or like someone important, but it's like,
Emmy, you're like the biggest female
how,
streamer
like,
of all
time.
time.
Recently, I'm just really hurt and disappointed by how everything was set up by Twitch and like how it was handled after. Like, honestly, that was upsetting me more and making me more angry last night than everything else. Remember when I was just a girl in Kansas playing League in my room, and the worst thing that ever happened to me was someone said I was like a boosted whore in chat or something? I wish I could go back to that.
I wish I could go back to those times too, when my biggest issues was someone calling me a slut. Like, those were good days.
I genuinely want people to be held accountable and for things to like visibly be changed. But even so, I personally am not going to another TwitchCon. I'm done. 10 years of streaming, I'm done. This is my final TwitchCon. This show will be my final performance. And then I'm going back to streaming video games in my room.
Literally me right now.
In my house that probably has more cameras around it than TwitchCon. I have also seen people asking if I'm like taking any type of legal action. I am pressing charges against the guy. As for anything else, I don't know yet, because I've been having my manager handle all of those like side conversations. So I have no idea, but I don't, it's just not okay. But at the bare minimum, I will be pressing charges against the guy that was there, obviously. I really feel like there's a lot of key people that are responsible that need to be held accountable, because clearly there's been multiple points of failure for this to have even happened in the first place. But I do also want to say, yeah, there's a lot of people that work at Twitch that are lovely, amazing, creative people. It's not them, but there's definitely multiple people that their failure allowed this to happen. Multiple people. I don't have any doubt about that, especially because of the fact that they flew out the global head of Amazon to talk to my manager and my security guard today.
I hope people as her fans will follow wherever she ends up going, if she goes anywhere, like a different platform. That's the thing. I feel like if she sues Twitch, she won't be able to stream. And like, I wonder what would happen. Like, would Twitch like just go down? Like, would that affect every single streamer? Like, I wonder what would happen.
Bye.
Oh, you sweet, sweet angel. Man, that is so frustrating and so disappointing that this happened. Like, it literally was my fear of TwitchCon. And like any other convention, I would feel fine, but it literally is just TwitchCon that makes me so uncomfortable, based off of previous events, based off of previous stalkers, based off of previous threats. Like, this happens to a lot of streamers, whether they are very popular or very brand new. And just seeing this guy walk away. Dude, he was probably watching this stream. He was probably watching her talk about it. He probably liked that she was talking about it. And he was probably enjoying it from the comfort of his crusty home. You know what I mean? Like, I hope they actually caught him. It just takes one person to ruin a whole experience for thousands of others. Like, it's what I liked about going to TwitchCon in the past was being able to actually, you know, like, fans would come up and they'd cry and say like, you changed my life in this way, or you distracted me from this. And it's so sweet being able to meet you guys and trust that it's gonna be a normal interaction, right? But just one person that's maybe a little too parasocial or a little too, you know, maybe mentally ill, that thinks that you're dating them through the screen or thinks that they know you. It's just, I feel like the chances are higher with streaming because streaming is so unfiltered, unedited, and it's just live. And so I think people just get super, not everyone, obviously. I think it's like 1 in every like 100. There's just one person that's just taking things a little too seriously. I'm glad she's doing okay. It makes me really sad to see that she is super desensitized. Like, I feel like a lot of my friends are, including myself, just incredibly desensitized and used to it. No one should be used to it, used to being harassed that way, whether it's online or in person. That shouldn't be normalized. It shouldn't, but unfortunately, it is.